We spend thousands of dollars buying our cars and hundreds more on insurance. Yet when the fuel light comes on, most drivers just look for the cheapest station on the block. It drives me crazy because I have torn down engines with less than 60,000 miles that were completely choked with carbon deposits, suffering from stuck piston rings and leaking valves. All because the owner was feeding them junk food gasoline. Fuel isn't just a combustible liquid. It is the primary solvent that cleans your engine from the inside out. If you are pumping gas that barely meets the legal minimum standards, you are allowing sludge to bake onto your intake valves every time you drive. But there is a specific class of fuel, known as top tier, that contains extra detergents designed to scrub your engine clean while you drive. Today, I'm giving you the list of the 10 brands that I trust with my own trucks, so you can stop guessing and start protecting your investment. If you want to keep your engine running smooth for 20 years instead of 5, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button for Care Xpert right now. I am going to break down the specific chemical additives that make these brands superior, including the legendary Techron and V-Power formulas. We will discuss why a certain warehouse club, Costco, actually sells better gas than the premium stations, and I'll explain why freshness matters just as much as the brand. Stick around, because the #1 brand on this list has an additive package so powerful, we sometimes use it in concentrated form to fix engines that are already failing. Number 10, Valero. Valero used to be the station you drove past to get to the good brands, but they have stepped up their game significantly in the last decade. They are fully top-tier certified, which means they use a detergent package that exceeds the EPA minimum requirements. I have seen data logs from cars running exclusively on Valero that show excellent fuel trim numbers and very little injector clogging. They are often one of the more affordable options on this list, proving that you don't always have to pay a premium price to get a premium clean. It is a solid, working-class fuel that does the job without the marketing hype. However, if you are looking for a brand with a bit more racing heritage and stability, you might want to look at the next one on our list. Number 9, Sunoco. You probably know Sunoco as the official fuel of NASCAR, and while race fuel is different from street gas, that dedication to consistency trickles down to the pump. Sunoco puts a heavy emphasis on fuel stability and filtration at the station level. Their Ultratech detergent package is designed to prevent the buildup of hard carbon deposits on fuel injectors, which is critical for modern direct injection (GDI) engines. I find that Sunoco stations are typically well maintained, which reduces the risk of pumping water or sediment into your tank. It is a high-performance fuel that ensures your throttle response stays crisp. But while Sunoco is great for performance, the next brand focuses heavily on keeping the oldest engines running like new. Number 8, Phillips 66/Conoco/76. These 3 brands operate under the same umbrella and use a fantastic detergent blend that is specifically designed to fight intake valve deposits. In older port-injected engines, the fuel sprays directly onto the back of the intake valve, keeping it clean. But with cheap gas, that valve gets covered in a sticky black goo that restricts airflow. The Phillips 66 additive package is aggressive enough to dissolve that goo over time. I have had customers switch to these brands and report that their rough idles smoothed out within 3 tanks. It is reliable, widely available, and chemically sound. Yet there is another brand that uses a very specific, invigorating chemical to tackle sludge even better. Number 7, BP/Amoco. BP has rebranded their fuel technology as Invigorate, and for once, the marketing name actually matches the chemistry. This additive package targets the sludge that forms in the combustion chamber itself. When carbon builds up on top of the piston, it can create hot spots that cause pre-ignition or knock, which destroys engines. BP's formula helps scour that carbon away, effectively slightly increasing the combustion chamber volume back to factory specs. It is excellent for high-mileage cars that have been neglected by previous owners. If you just bought a used car and don't know its history, running a few tanks of BP is a gentle way to start the cleaning process. But if you want a brand that has been a household name for cleaning since the dinosaur age, look at number 6. Number 6, Sinclair. You know the green dinosaur logo? Sinclair is one of the oldest names in the business, and they take their Dino Care additive package seriously. They were one of the early adopters of the top-tier standard because they understood that that modern engines run hotter and tighter than ever before. Their fuel contains specific friction modifiers that help the piston rings slide more easily against the cylinder walls. This doesn't just clean, it slightly reduces internal wear. It is a fantastic, no-nonsense fuel that is often cheaper than the big major brands while offering superior protection. However, the next brand on the list is often ignored because people think grocery store gas is bad, but they are dead wrong. Number 5, Costco. This is the one that shocks people. Mechanics usually tell you to avoid supermarket gas, but Costco is the massive exception. Not only is their fuel top-tier certified with heavy detergent loads, but their station maintenance is obsessive. Because they have such high volume, cars are lining up all day long. The fuel in their underground tanks is fresh. It never sits there long enough to absorb water or separate. You are getting chemically excellent fuel that is also the freshest in town, often for 20 cents less per gallon. It is arguably the best value proposition in the entire automotive world. The only downside is the line, but for your engine's health, it is worth the wait. But if you don't have a membership, you can get similar quality from the biggest player in the game. Number 4, Exxon/Mobil. Exxon and Mobil stations use their Synergy fuel technology, which is instantly recognizable by the red nozzle or branding. Their additive package is scientifically complex, focusing heavily on corrosion inhibitors. Ethanol in modern gas attracts water, which rusts your fuel lines and tank from the inside. The Synergy additives coat your metal components to prevent that rust from forming. For drivers who live in humid climates or don't drive their cars every day, this corrosion protection is a lifesaver. It keeps the fuel system pristine even if the car sits for a week. But while Exxon protects the metal, the next brand is famous for a specific patented ingredient that is practically industry royalty. Number 3, Texaco. Texaco is part of the Chevron family, and that means one very important thing: Techron. We will talk more about Techron with Chevron, but know that Texaco fuel contains this legendary additive. It is unparalleled at cleaning sulfur deposits from the fuel sending unit, which is the part that tells your gauge how much gas you have. If you have a car where the gas gauge dances around or drops to empty randomly, switching to Texaco can sometimes fix the issue chemically without requiring a mechanic to drop the tank. It is a robust, heavy-duty cleaner that works while you drive. But naturally, if Texaco is the little brother, we have to talk about the big brother. Number 2, Chevron. Chevron is the gold standard for many mechanics because of Techron. This isn't just a buzzword. Techron is a polyether amine, PEA, based detergent that is so effective, auto parts stores sell it in concentrated bottles for $20. When you pump Chevron, you are getting a maintenance dose of that powerful cleaner in every gallon. It is incredibly effective at cleaning fuel injectors, which have microscopic holes that clog easily. A clogged injector sprays fuel in a stream rather than a mist, causing poor combustion. Chevron keeps that mist pattern perfect, ensuring you get every bit of power and mileage your car was designed for. It is the fuel I recommend most often for performance cars. However, there is one brand that might just edge it out for pure cleaning aggression. Number 1, Shell. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus is widely considered the premium fuel of choice for high-performance engineers. Shell claims their premium blend removes up to 100% of performance-robbing deposits, and the teardowns I have seen tend to back that up. They use a massive dose of friction reducers and detergents that not only clean the valves but also protect the cylinder walls from scuffing. It is the most expensive gas on this list, and for a beater car, it might be overkill. But if you drive a turbo, a sports car, or something you plan to keep forever, Shell is the best liquid mechanic you can buy. It is essentially an engine tune-up in liquid form. If this list helped you decide where to fill up next, smash that like button and share this video with a friend who still thinks all gas is the same. Keep your tank full, your engine clean, and I will see you in the next one.